Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Hungry Dave here, and I am bringing you another PTCGO deck profile. Today we are going to be looking at one of my favorite meme decks, and that is Licky Licky Licks Go Crazy. And it's one of my favorite meme decks because we get to do 90 damage for 3 energy. We also get to discard a random card from our opponent's hand, discard the top card of our opponent's deck, and discard an energy from our opponent's active Pokemon. So it mills, it hand denies, it energy denies, so it can get pretty insane. And especially if our opponent has 2 or 3 prize cards left to take, we can always reset stamp them, limit their hand size down to 2, and then they draw a card, and we can lock them out of the game essentially, with just constantly milling, discarding energy from them, and denying them a hand size. We have some support Pokemon, basically Tapu Koko to accelerate energy, Jirachi to Stellar Wish, it's phenomenal, Oranguru with the Primate Wisdom to see another card, and then Bench Barrier Mew just for the Pikarom matchups or anything that can hit the bench. We do play 1 copy of Snorlax with Big Counter, which ends up doing for 3 colorless energy 60 damage, and if your opponent's Pokemon is a tag team, this attack does 120 more damage. Pretty overpowered, being able to do 180 damage, and with some Shrine Ticks can be 200 damage. You can just see where this can get out of hand, and buff padding on there, so Snorlax would have 190 HP, and Licky Licky would have 170. We play for energy a few lightning energies, 6 of those, 2 twin energies, and 4 triple acceleration energies, just to be explosive and get the ball rolling as quick as possible. We have boss's orders to get our opponent's Pokemon out from the bench that they may want to keep safe and try to attach energy to. We play Ordinary Rod because our guys will end up getting knocked out, and we just play some basic stuff. Crushing Hammer to deny more energy, and see that's good. Switches because we have a lot of big HP Pokemon. 2 escape boards for the Jirachis. And yeah, that's about it. That's how the deck works. Be sure, before we get started, to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be updated for when I post new videos. And also leave a like on this video. Everything that you can do to support the channel, helps support me, gets you more content and more videos that are directed towards you guys. If you want to leave a comment down below of what you want to see next, that would be great, because then I can direct the content especially towards you guys, what you guys want to see, so I can be that YouTuber for my audience to get you guys what you want, which, I don't know, might be great for you guys. But this is essentially how the deck works. You want to get the energy on as quick as possible, start milling, denying energy, doing damage, and hand denying as quickly as possible. And that's about it, so let's get into some matches. Alright everybody, here we are with game number 1. We have a win streak of 4 from that ADP matchups that we had going before, and let's see what kind of deck we're playing against. As you know, we're playing our meme deck, and we will see if we can take some meme deck wins here against our opponent. They're choosing to go first, which isn't great for us, but we do have a pretty decent start for going second. Let's just see what our opponent has in store for us. We're starting with a Licky Tongue, so they may know what we're playing, but at the same time they may not, which can always be good. They're going to Stellar Wish. Let's see what our opponent is playing and see what we're getting into here. Fiery Flint. We could be playing some sort of Blacephalon deck, possibly, which honestly isn't a great matchup for us, but we may be able to pull something off. Who knows? We could also be playing a Reshazard deck. Nope, we are playing Blacephalon. I wonder what the lightning type was in there. Maybe a Dedenne? Oh, we just win? Alright. So I guess that is game number 1, and let's get into game number 2. All right, here we are with game number 2. Hopefully our opponent won't just scoop up net their Jirachi this time around. That was a bit funny last time, but we get the choice if we want to go first or second. Let's go first. It's always great for us to go first because we're an evolution deck, and we have a pretty solid start here. We have the Tapu Koko, the Licky Tongue, a triple acceleration energy, and the buff padding. So we'll see what we can get going here. We do have the Licky Tongue for next turn, so let's just end up passing. Yeah. Can't do much, but we could get a donk on our opponent here, which would be kind of funny. It looks like we are playing possibly a Mew Mew deck, which is kind of a good matchup for us because we're able to deny them their special energy and really get going. Okay, so we do see the Mew Mew coming down. Chaotic Swell, not great for us, but at least they played the Chaotic Swell down before we were able to get our Shrine down. Oh, and a Marnie throwing away our perfect hand. Let's see what we get. Decent hand. Okay. We can get 2 Licky Lickies into play, and then we can research. I think we'll attach the energy to the benched Licky Tongue, and then if we're able to get a switch and an energy card in the discard pile, like if we top deck a lightning energy, that would be awesome for us, just to get the first knockout. I would imagine that they are trying to switch into their Mew Mew this turn, so to possibly get off a GX attack. Let's see what they have in the discard. Yeah, they got rid of a lot of supporters. Like, we see that ADP in there, so they may try to go for an Alter Creation, but they do not have a way to get the second energy on. Our opponent may just be stuck here, and we may be taking a knockout. Who knows? Yeah, we see another Mew Mew coming down. And switching into their Mew Mew with the energy, and it may just be a pass from our opponent if they can't do anything. Yep, there we go. Let's see if... Oh, that is perfect. You love to see it. Love to see it. So we'll definitely go for the manual attachment onto the Licky Licky. Research away the lightning energy. Let's see if we can get a switch. We don't get a switch. Actually, we don't know that yet. Okay, we can't deny that energy. We will put Mew in the discard. Get the Primate Wisdom Oranguru. Let's end up switching out the Ordinary Rod. Oh, another Crushing Hammer. Let's see if this one sticks. It does. Let's go. So we get to deny them an energy. And I don't see why we wouldn't put down the Jirachi. And then Dance of the Ancients. So then we're set up for next turn. And we are able to triple excel and get rocking and rolling here. Yeah, I think we're just going to be able to constantly deny energy this game, which is going to be huge for us. One thing that I was thinking about putting into the deck just to try to get it going faster was Dedenne, so then we would be able to attach the triple acceleration energy and then basically do that. Okay, so we do see a Alolan Raticate coming down, so our opponent will be able to use that attack if they have the opportunity. But we'll see if they go for an attack at all this turn. Dead-A change. Getting rid of another boss's order, I think. Yeah, that's 2 down the drain, so our opponent may be out of boss's orders, which would not be a bad thing. If we're able to save that triple acceleration, I would like to do that and try to get a switch just so we can start hitting them constantly. But they are using Chuck Away. See what they do only 80 damage. Not bad for us at all. Primate Wisdom, Ordinary Rod. There we go. We do get to save our triple acceleration. Licks go crazy. 90 damage. Discarding an energy too. We get the Eldegoss out of their hand, which is big for us. And we should be able to survive another hit from this Mew Mew. We'll see what our opponent does here. Okay, so they do have Malilana, so they will be able to retreat and go into their other Mew Mew. But yeah, we'll just see where it goes, because if they don't manage their resources wisely, we could just end up decking them out in a few turns. Like if they end up researching, discarding their hand, drawing 7 cards, that would put them down to 15 cards left in deck with a draw for turn, and then 2 times of me just milling and discarding. But okay. We will Primate Wisdom again. See if we can get buff padding or something. Okay, no. Research isn't bad though. Okay, there's the buff padding. That's what we like to see. And then let's see about. Okay, we did prize our big boy Snorlax, but if we can get another Licky Tongue down, then that's good. We're able to do that, and Licks go crazy for another 90 damage. And we'll see what our opponent does here. They are going to be able to Malilana this turn and heal all that damage up. But that would put them to a hand size of 0, and then they can't attack. So they are definitely in a sticky situation here. I wouldn't be surprised if they scoop, because we have diminished their resources quite a bit. Item Maniac GX. Wow, I don't think I've seen that. Search your deck for up to 6 item cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. How many item cards do they have left? Maybe a few Cherish Balls, some Quick Balls. Yeah, this is definitely interesting. And then they are thinning out their deck, so we will be able to mill some more cards. Okay. Yeah. So they're just trying to build up their chuck away, because they know that that is their last hope. And I think we're really just going to crush them here with a Marnie, which you hate to see it for our opponent, but it does happen. That was kind of mean, but we're not playing around. We're trying to win here. And we do have enough energy to get another Licky next turn, and we are going to take 3 prizes this time around, which is great. Another Pokemon going into the discard. Take a Marnie, Evolution Incense, so we get our Licky up, and another Marnie. All we need to do is knock out this Mew Mew, which we're able to do in 2 turns. Okay, smart move by our opponent, ending up deciding to do the Horror Psychic Energy on their Pokemon, because then they end up doing Chuck Away. We end up hitting them, and would we get knocked out going into their turn? They do Chuck Away? No. We would have 10 HP left, maybe? Okay. So they are going to bring up the other Licky. And yeah, I don't know why they put the Galarian Zigzagoon down, but they did, and they're going for a knockout here. We will get to put them in top deck mode next turn, just by them using Chuck Away. So they are using Star Search. Okay, I see what they're doing. I see what they are doing. Let's try to get a heads on this. Okay, there we go. Let's get away the Horror Psychic Energy, so then we don't end up doing damage. Let's get another Licky Licky down. Maybe we can Primate Wisdom away a Marnie. Escape board. Let's put another Licky Tongue down. And we will Marnie, see if we can get a Triple Excel, which we do, of course. Because we are dealing with a broken deck here. Just thinning out the deck again, and licks go crazy. Yeah, our opponent scoops. They know that they can't do anything here, but that was pretty great for us. That was game 2, so let's get into game 3. Alright, here we are with game number 3 with our Licks Go Crazy meme deck. We have won 2 games so far. Let's see if we can win a third, and if we have enough time, we'll go for a fourth. We will, of course, go first. And looks like we do have our opponent taking a mulligan here, and we have a beautiful hand, so hopefully they do not Marnie us. Let's see what they're playing. What is this? Wow. Definitely an interesting deck for sure. We will, of course, say yes to the rest. Put another Licky Tongue down. Okay. We are seeing a Tina Chop deck. I think we will quick ball away a boss, and what we'll do with the boss, or with the quick ball, is we will grab a Mew. That'll be big for us this matchup, and I think just passing the turn. Can't do, well, we could like do Evolution Incense, but then our opponent would be scared, and we don't want them to be so scared that they Marnie us. They are going for a tag call, so let's see. I have not seen a straight up Tina Chop deck in a long time. When we were able to go into places and do tournaments before Corona happened, I did try out a Tina Chop deck, and I did have a lot of fun with it, but it became very inviable pretty quick with Mew Mew just getting more powerful. You're able to incorporate Tina Chop into Mew Mew, and so Tina Chop kind of absorbed that deck. But interesting. So our opponent is giving us prizes, trying to go for a reset stamp to 1 or 5. But yeah, let's see. I think what they're just trying to do is do the this used to be an expanded deck before it got banned, where you were able to put the Island Challenge Amulet on Jirachi, knock out stuff with your Miss Magius, draw until you had 7 cards, and then basically just put them into put your opponent into top deck mode with a reset stamp, and essentially end them. Yeah. So we'll see if our opponent can pull that off turn 1 here. I would be surprised if they can. Yeah, I have not seen this deck in a very long time. Yeah, and mainly I only see success in Expanded. But we'll see possibly our opponent putting us down to 4 prizes this turn, and then reset stamping us, which would not be great, but only a linear attack. You love to see that. We will put our buff padding on, I think our guy on the bench, because I think this one will end up getting knocked out pretty soon. But we'll do that. Get the Licky Licky. And then I think we're just going to Marnie our opponent because they had their hand all set up, ready to go. We don't want that at all. So let's put our other support Pokemon down, a Jirachi down, with an escape board. Primate Wisdom away, the Licky Licky, able to get another Licky Tongue down on the bench, and then Licks go crazy. Oh, that was a great... That was great. We were able to deny them a Miss Magius, get their energy off, and get rid of a switch. So, I think we have this match under control. If we'll see what they whiff the supporter. Karate Belt is smart because they're down in prizes. They're able to attack us anyways. So I think what we may go for is a switch into Jirachi to Stellar Wish. See if we can get a supporter off of the Stellar Wish and go from there. But we'll see what our opponent grabs, because they don't want to grab too many things that they find valuable, because we're just able to mill those resources off them. Again, our opponent is in a sticky situation here, but they could get out of it. I don't know. I have not faced this deck in a long time, so I don't know how it's changed. Okay, Energy Spinner to get a Psychic Energy, yep. Yeah, but the whole thing about this deck is to be able to reset stamp your opponent to like 1 or 2 prizes on your first turn, essentially. And yeah, they get rid of a reset stamp. Ugh. And then they're going to use Miss Magius to draw 7 new cards. How many reset stamps have they gotten rid of? They could reset stamp us to 4 here, which I wouldn't mind. Oh, there's a Cynthia. That's pretty great. A draw supporter. They have us down to 2 prizes, 1 reset stamp down for our opponent. Counter gain on the other Giratina Garchomp. Scoop up net, or super scoop up, and they just ended up discarding a bunch of stuff. Oh wait, no, super scoop up puts all of the cards back into the hand. So, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what our opponent has in store for us. They got rid of the damage that was down, but I think they're just trying to find a way to attack with no energy, so it makes a long game for us here. Okay, we do get to do that. We will Cynthia for 6 new cards. Put the Shrine into play. Put that there. I think we will Primate Wisdom the Licky away. Another escape board. Put that on the Mew. And Licks go crazy for 90 damage, discarding a boss's order too, and what? An Aurora energy. Yeah. Our opponent is in a tough situation here, because they ended up trying to be explosive. I gotta give them props for that. They tried being explosive, turn 1 and turn 2, going for the possibly the quick knockouts, but on their side of the field, and then trying to basically force our hand, but didn't work out too well. Let's Primate Wisdom away the triple acceleration, because we don't want to lose that to the research. And then we will research away our hand. And we will let our Licky Licky live 2 extra turns. Let's attach an energy here. And then Licks go crazy. Yeah, so I think we have this game pretty much under lock and key. unless they do have a switch in hand, and then they can just go in with their Tina Chop and knock us out with a, whatchamacallit, different move, with Calamitous Slash, that's it. Oh, only a linear attack. Forgetting about that buff padding, possibly. And we do, let's, Crushing Hammer? Tails, okay. We don't want to reset stamp them, really. We don't want to Marnie. We'll see what we can do here with this. Okay, just another energy. So, maybe just hitting them with a fresh Licky Licky? Could be good. Fresh Licky Licky. But then they could also GX move us. So I guess we'll just take our 3 prizes, be happy. We do get a research, so if that sticks and they aren't able to reset stamp us, that could be good. I think we do want to try to get that boss's order in the next few turns, but if we don't, I don't think it will be too bad because we do have access to a lot. So I think next turn we will try to go for the boss's order by switching into, or just putting our Jirachi forward. And yeah, so our opponent takes their first prize. We have 1 prize left. If we get a boss's order, we win the game. Let's see. Stellar Wish. No luck there. But what we can do is thin out the deck. We will take the Snorlax for sure. Is our boss in the deck? Our boss is not in the deck. No. Does that mean it's our last prize card? Ugh, that's unfortunate. We do get to free up some space there though, so let's just retreat. Go into our Licky Licky, Licks Go Crazy, and we will get rid of that Aurora energy from our opponent and see what our opponent does. We do have game next turn. Twin Energy into Snorlax, and then with the switch, we'll see what our opponent has here. Maybe they have a stamp, late game reset stamp, which could stall out the game a little more, but if they don't, we will call it a win here against the Mismagius Tina Chop deck. Yeah, so it looks like that's going to be game. We will attach our Twin Energy. Snorlax coming in with big counter to seal up the game for us. And the meme has won 3 times in a row. Yeah, you gotta love it. I'll bring you back to the deck list so we can do a recap. So just to recap, those 3 games were insane. We were able to get up and rolling pretty quick. Again, a few changes that I would make would be to add in Dedenne here. I think that would make a big difference. I think you could possibly pull out an Energy and the Pokemaniac for 2 Dedennes. But then that does mess with a little bit of consistency. So you're adding more consistency in and trading a little bit more. But it's a fun deck to play. I can't believe that we won all 3 matches that we played today. I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. I did feel bad for our opponents that they just really couldn't get going there. But if you enjoyed these games today, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, get some more content like this in, and yeah, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment for what you want to see next. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Have a wonderful day, guys, and see you on the next one.